Well, hello, Vegas Nation, your best source for your Oakland, soon-to-be Vegas Raiders. Right here on ReviewJournal.com, I'm your host, Bryan Salmond. Now, I try to be interesting to watch, but I am definitely not must-see TV like Marshawn Lynch. Today, Lynch was at it again. Listen to this exchange with our insider, Michael Gehlken.
Marshawn did the elephant in the room on Saturday. There's a lot of attention towards you not standing for the national anthem.
I think that elephant just left the room because a little mouse ran in here. Didn't they say elephants are scared of mouses or something? That motherfucker left, cousin.
All right, let's bring in Mr. Michael Gehlken to get his thoughts on Lynch's reaction towards this question and really Lynch's reaction towards the media in general today. How was that, Michael?
It was expected. No, not a surprise that Marshawn Lynch didn't want to expand or provide context to why he chose to sit during last Saturday's pregame national anthem against the Cardinals. But I think it was important to ask. He had three opportunities, at least three times, that anthem was referenced during a short press conference. And each time, Marshawn chose not to answer it. Really, pretty cleverly, just finding ways to talk about anything other than that anthem. So it's very clear. We know now, Marshawn Lynch, maybe he will continue to sit during anthems, but he sure as heck doesn't want to talk about it to reporters.
So clearly, Marshawn is good at dodging questions, almost like he is at linebackers inside the line. So that's cool. All right. So today, the Raiders, they crossed the finish line, so to speak. They are done out there in wine country in Napa. Now, did you see any happiness and jubilation from the team after practice?
Yeah, there definitely was that energy at the end of it. A little bit of relief and a little bit of fun, like, hey, let's get out of here. So a very light practice. Guys were in shorts, no shoulder pads. They didn't even invite season ticket holders to this practice because there just wasn't much to see. And then at the very end of it, the Raiders punctuated their training camp with a contest. So you had punter Marquette King on one side of the field, and then you had three very unlikely returners trying to catch punts that King booted across the field. So first, it was John Feliciano, the backup center guard. Second was Andrew East, a backup long snapper. And then third was the main event, Justin Ellis, nicknamed Jelly, one of the bigger guys on the team, a nose tackle. And so first Feliciano tried, caught it, first try. Then Andrew East caught it, first try. Justin Ellis, unfortunately, had three shots, struck out, so it didn't quite happen for him, but the team had a good time watching it.
Now, Justin, with that nickname Jelly, I can just imagine watching that the team had to get way more excited once he got up there, being he has that nickname Jelly. Was it kind of like that? Was it a lot of energy when he tried to catch those balls?
Yeah, definitely. He was definitely the Mayweather McGregor, like the main event of the whole practice in that regard. And to be fair to Justin Ellis, he really had a run for a couple of those punts, so they weren't right at him, but still, you're an athlete, you're expected to make those plays.
His running was nothing like Baywatch running. I'll just go ahead and let everyone just think about that themselves. All right, now we talked about this. The starters playing in the preseason. I guess really, how much do you expect guys like Derek Carr, Marshawn Lynch, Amari Cooper to play in the game versus the Rams on Saturday?
A sufficient amount. And a lot of those guys you mentioned, or we could mention, are guys who didn't play at all on this exhibition opener in Arizona. Really every key person on offense. And then defense, we didn't see Bruce Irvin. We didn't see Khalil Mack. This Saturday should be different. How much we see of these guys, we don't quite know. Certain players might be on different plans. Maybe we see less of Marshawn Lynch than we see of, say, Jared Cook. But ultimately, this should be our first look at the Raiders' first team offense in a game situation.
And this is something that I have to ask you really quickly on the way out of here. Being that you are the insider and you've seen the team like no other for the most part, what are maybe two key things that you're going to be looking for in this game that, just are really important for you to see?
I think it starts for me up front offensively. We didn't see Kelechi Osemele, the left guard. We didn't see Ronnie Hudson, the center, and we didn't see right guard Gabe Jackson. So between them and Marshawn Lynch, we really haven't seen this running game. We weren't able to get anything going in that first game. Can't read much into it, but I think it'd be important with Marshawn, given that he wasn't a Raider before this offseason, to get some quality work behind those three in that interior line. And I would even expand it to the offensive tackles. I want to see how left tackle Marshall Newhouse and right tackle Vidal Alexander do in protecting Derek Carr for the first time this preseason.
That is beautiful insight from our insider, Michael Gehlken. Of course, you can read his stuff at ReviewJournal.com. Thank you very much, Michael. All right, go ahead and enjoy your house.
I shall.
All right, guys. All right, so listen, the Raiders, we talked about this. People are going to be very eager to see how good Marshawn Lynch looks in live action, how the offensive line performs. As Michael just said, of course, they don't have their stud, Donald Penn, so we'll see when he'll return. So, folks, I'll leave you with this. Thank you to our insider, Michael Gehlken, and everyone here in the Vegas Nation studios. We will see you Saturday right here on ReviewJournal.com. I'm Bryan Salmond. See you later.